Okay, guys, so we are back, and we have a not enough maintenance problem again. So one of the things I did is I went around and I paused a bunch of stuff. Paused those. I paused our initial copper making because we got this one now, so we don't really need this one. I'm going to leave this one running because we may need the copper. But we're going to pause this. That's going to save us some maintenance. We're going to go up here now that we've got the bricks done. We're going to pause the old brick manufacturing. We're going to pause a portion of the new brick manufacturing. If we need to start it back up, we can. So that's paused. This stuff we're not going to pause because we are going to need the parts. This is basically paused right now because it is full. I guess we could pause that if we needed to. We don't really need to because I've also got the game paused. And we're going to leave the game paused for now while I build out what we're going to do next. And what we're going to do next is we're going to upsize all of this stuff and kind of make this irrelevant, I guess, or not irrelevant, but defunct. And we're going to probably tear this down. I don't know. We'll probably leave it for now. But we'll leave it probably dormant in case we need it or whatever. We'll see. But for right now, we're just going to leave it, and we're gonna leave the game paused while we build this. Now, I kind of know what it is that I'm building here. I've got a screenshot, and I'm going to try and rebuild this system that's in this screenshot. I can grab the blueprint. I've got the blueprint, but I'm going to try and do it without the blueprint, just kind of by off what's on the screen so that I can kind of get a feel for what the hell I'm doing. All right. Again, that way, like this, if it breaks, then we're okay. So the first thing we're going to want is I am going to want assemblers. We're going to do assembler twos because we're going to start with the construction twos, and we're going to work our way back. So we're going to go, I think, to leave ourselves enough room. We're going to do it in this area. That way I can add another farm here and here if I need to, and another farm here and here if I need to. And we're not quite blocking this if we stay in this general area here. So the first thing I want to put down is I'm going to put down 3 assemblers. Let's start, I guess, in this corner. 1, 2, 3. And these assemblers are going to make construction part 2s. Right? So those are all 3 going to make construction part 2s. Then we're going to grab the assemblers again, and we're going to do assembler 2s just because of the bonuses. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, and we're going to put down 3 assembler 2s. And then we're going to go 5 more squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to put down 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. And then we're going to go 5 more squares and put down our last row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're putting down 4, and I probably should put down 4 here and here. Matter of fact, we're going to do that. We're going to put down 4 there and there. 1, 1. because that way, as we go along, if we need them, we can unpause them. So to make 2s, you need 1s. So we're going to do 1s. And to make 1s, you need mechanical parts. So these are going to be our mechanical parts. Right? And then to make the 2s and for the maintenance, we need electronics. Right? Okay, there it is. We're done. Now we can go home. No. All right, so now we got to work on what we need to bring into these things. Right? So this is where it's going to get a little interesting, I guess, is in trying to get these lined up properly. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a storage. And it looks like, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So if we come out, one, two, three, and we line it up with the bottom of that one. And then we add 9 of these. 1, 2, 3 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That doesn't look right. Why does that not look right? Doesn't look like the one that I'm looking at. That does. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that is right. That is right. This is not a full one here, and then there's one here. There we go. Okay. So we're going to need to bring in certain things. We're going to need to bring in copper. We're going to need to bring in rubber. And both of those will be for feeding this. And then we're going to come out. So this should actually be the other way. This is going to be storage for our electronics, right? And then we need a blank one. This one is going to be, it's not really blank. We're just not going to use it right now because we're not making concrete. We may plan for it. And then again, this is an Audi because this is going to store our mechanical, right? So the mechanical will come out and go into there. And then for the mechanical, for the construction ones, we need wood and we need brick, and then we need a gazzetta for mechanical ones, or for construction ones, right? And then we need a gazzetta for construction twos. Then we got to route all of this into there. This is where it's going to get interesting. Because I'm trying to see as best I can where the levels are on these. This one's pretty straightforward. So this is a flat, and that's going to go here to here, here to here, here to here, here to in. Oh, we missed. Why is this going the wrong way? Flip, flip, flip. All right, so that, and just as a hint, you can tell which way it's going, the little arrow on the belt. Okay, so that's our Gazada and into storage. So then our next Gazada into storage is going to be also a flat, and that's going to be a flat from here here to, will it do it if we do it all the way down there? Will it automatically connect all of them? No, it won't. All right. So yeah, so it is going to be flat here to here. Where do we go? All right, let's do this. Here to here. Here to here. I was just hoping you could run it down and be able to just boom and be done, but apparently you cannot. Right? So there's that. So that is going to be our construction ones. Now we need to go into here. And that's going to be here. Damn it. Here to there, there to there, there to there, there to not there. There to there. All right, so those are all of those ones out. And now we got to do our electrical out. And our electrical out should just be here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here. Right? So that's got all of our electricals coming out. For now, because we've got to bring them down here as well. So then we need to go above the electrical. Wait. Looks like they split the electrical to also go up here. Because up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we got 2 maintenance. Which is, where's the maintenance? There it is. So we got two maintenance depots. And it looks like they are 5 up. One, two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we've got electrical along with going here is going to come. I think I'm seeing what they're doing here now. Here. Over to here. And then in. And then from here to here. Right? So that's the electrical going that way. And then it looks like they've got an electrical going oh, that's not an electrical. Or that's not a regular connection there. I see it now. This is not a regular connection. Get rid of this right here. This is actually a flat balancer that's going into there. And it's going here. No. Going here. I see what they've done. So they're using a flat balancer to split it, as opposed to right? And then they're coming back out here and they're going up here to feed someplace. Oh, to feed down here. Because one of these needs the, okay, there's the electrical. So this one's going to need electrical as well. So that's going to come back over and down to here and then back in. And it looks like they're doing that one level up. So from here, they're going up one level. Up one level, out to here somewhere. And then that's going to come down and come back around to here. All right, I'm seeing it now. Sort of. Oh, shit. I didn't lock it in. So here, up one level, out to there somewhere. And then we'll wrap that around and down. All right, so that's that one. And then this one, these are maintenance. You need mechanical and electrical. So we brought the electrical in. So we need to bring the mechanical in. Electrical, that's the mechanical. And again, this is not what this is. This is actually another flat balancer. Here, with a flat here to here. And then this is here to the balancer. And then they're coming out of the balancer, coming up one to bring it all the way down here above turn off R. Above that, and then over to here. And that won't connect, but what will connect is a flat lift. And if we do flat lift here, and there, right, that connects into that. And we do a second flat lift here into that. That gives us our mechanical into there, right? Because these need electrical and mechanical. So electrical is going to come around and go in the lower one. Mechanical is going to come around, go up one, and go into that one, right? Okay. Then electrical needs rubber and copper. So if we come out with a flat lift out of rubber, and we come up one level, right? And then we do the same thing here, but we come up 2 levels. We can then come out with a flat. All right. Here, and bring that down to here. And then up a level, out of here to here. Oh, we didn't go far enough. We didn't go far enough with this one. By 1. We didn't do far enough by one factory. So that's 3. So 1, 2, yeah, here. Right? All right, so there's that one. And then this one, up 1. To here. To here. But we didn't connect to that. Why? There we go. Why is it going down there? No, we want here. All right, get rid of the R. There we go. And then that goes to there. There we go. So that gives us rubber and electrical out to all of these. So then we just have to go flat. From there. Now that's 0, 1, 2, right? Yeah. So we're at 2. All right, we screwed that up. Flat lift from 2, 1, 2, 3, from 3. One, 2, 3, actually from 2. So there to there. Right? Yeah. And then we just copy this one. Here, here, and here. Right? No. Are we not high enough? Or did we just not go here to here? Why did that not connect? It connected those three. Maybe because we didn't go far enough with this one. All right, so if we do that and confirm that, then we can go that to that. Yes? No, because that's fast backwards. There we go. And then there to there. Why is it not? All right. Let's get rid of that. All right, there's that. Now, get rid of this. Copy this to here. Then, get rid of that piece, right? Yeah, because that goes into there. Or get rid of that piece. And then we do copy this. And then we do... I'll get a hang of these belts eventually. There. And then this. Shouldn't that turn into that? Those are all showing going that way. Right? And those have all got connections. Well, you know what? We can do this. We'll just have a freaking, what you call it on the end? Connector on the end. Right? And then copy that. No. No, 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 no. All right. Now, flat lift here. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's flat left. That should be there. That should be there. All right. Now we should be able to just copy that. Put it there. 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 And there. And that should have connected. Why didn't it connect this one? Should have, shouldn't it have? Copy this and place it there. Now look, that goes all the way over there. They all connect just fine. Copy. Paste. Now it did it. There we go. All right, fine. Whatever. So then we got to do the same thing. Struggle through it the same way to get the next level. So we want to go flat lift. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Then we copy it, and we should be able to 1, copy it, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Now how in the hell did that get flipped around? That's why it wasn't connecting. Tell me it did the same thing. Somehow they're flipped. Or something. Alright. Right? There we go. Now, copy. Paste. 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 All right. And it looks like they all went in. So that is copper, rubber. Except that one did it too. So we got to do this one too, because of course we do. Flat lift. That's first above, that one's right there. And then we're going to go copy that. Oh, no. That's why. Because this one is not that one. This one is that way. And then we want that down. Shit. So there, and then there. And then we want to copy that and stick it there. There we go. All right. So that is copper out, rubber out, into electrical. Right? And then electrical comes out and goes a number of different directions. Out, out, out. And good enough. Right? That makes it go all three directions. All right, so there's the electrical. Whew. Hopefully it won't be as much of a sticky wicket to get the other ones. All right, so electrical, and then that takes care of mechanical in that direction, right? Mechanical comes around and goes down and goes into there. Yeah, all right. So then these guys need, nope, that's all we need for that. Well, no, we need iron for that. And it looks like the iron is coming in up on level 3. So we'll come over here. We'll go transport belt, flat belt, level 3. We'll come in and we'll bring that down there, and we want it to go between these two. And we want it halfway between the two, which is right there. And we want to go all the way down to there. So that's going to bring our iron in and over to these ones, because that needs the iron. This needs iron as well. So we're going to tap off of the iron on a 3. Hook in there. And go down to here. So that we can put iron into these. And then these are going to be flat lifts. Did we missed. We missed. This, we want to get rid of this, because we missed. This actually comes here to here. And then flat lift from 3 to there. Copy. One. Should have copied and held shift, but we didn't. 2, damn it, 3, 4, right? And that's all that's got to go into that one, because that's all that needs is iron. And then this one, these ones want ironwood and brick. So let's do brick first. So we'll come out here. Did we miss again? No, no, we're fine. And brick's gonna go all the way down to the end. Only we went a little too far. So try this again. There. The brick there. And brick there. Brick there. Brick there. There's brick. And then we want wood. And for wood, we're going to want to go the flat lift, that direction, and then up 1. That's below ground. That's normal, right? Yeah, no, that's what we want right there. So then that's going to copy that. And that's going to go there. And then we're going to flat out of here. Take that out and put it back in. Copy that. There. All right. So that's that one. And then for these ones, we actually want to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then these ones want to be flats, but they want to start high and go low. And that's going to go here, 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 and here. And then that hooks into that. So that is brick, wood, and now we need the iron. So once again, we want that, and we want flat, and we want to go from a 3 to a 0. One, 2, 3, 4. Right? So that gives us brick, wood, steel, or brick, wood, iron. Brick, wood, iron. That's going to come out of there and go into there. Now, we need, for these, we need electronics and construction parts. So this is construction parts. So we're going to snag off of the last one and come back this way. So we'll go here. To the middle, and then we'll go all the way down, and then we'll go there, 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 and there. So that is the construction parts. Now we need the electronics, and the electronics, we started to bring that up, right? We brought it all the way to here. So we actually want to back that up. We'll back it up too. And then we're going to do that. And we're going to be at 2 height, or 1 height. I think they call that 1. Yeah. And we're going to go here to here. To here. Down to here. And that should have made that a curve. All right, so there's that. So that's electronics. And this needs that and that. So then we're going to go with a lift, add a 2, or add a 1, and add a 0. And then we're going to copy it. There, 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 and there. Right? So then that's going to give us our construction ones coming in from this way, our electronics coming in from this way. And then that's going to go out into there. I think that's got it. All right, so let's think. This is iron coming in here. Everything else is going to be delivered, which is going to be copper, rubber, not cement yet, but cement can go in the place of the bricks for here. So it could go, we could run it and bring it down here and have it, we're not going to put it, We're just going to leave it there, but that can come up and come down here in place of the bricks. We could put it instead of the bricks. But we're going to use the bricks for now because that's what we're making. So that's going to give us bricks, wood, iron is going to give us construction 2, or construction 1. Construction 1 and electronics is going to give us construction 2. Right? So for right now, we need to basically pause all of this. Pause all of that, right? So that's paused. And then we want to unpause this, because that's what's going to give us the electrical, or the electronics. This. And then we want to unpause this. Well, you know what? Let's do these first. Get our parts here. And then the other thing we want to do is we want to bring iron over. We're going to bring iron out, right? Say that far. Okay? And then we're going to do a flat lift from here to 3. Was it 3? Or was that 4? Zero, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right. So that's going to give us up to 3. And then right, so that's going to bring us iron over and down to there. So that's paused. It's okay to be paused. This we want to unpause. And this we want to unpause. 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 We want to start the first one. We want to pause this one because we don't want to use up too much of our supplies. So that's going to come in. That's going to give us our first one of those. We want to unpause that, right? That's going to give us that which needs to go up to here. So unpause, 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 because that's going to bring that up to these guys. Unpause, unpause. That's our first maintenance. Unpause the inputs of the first maintenance for electrical. Unpause that. Unpause that. Unpause that because that's the output. Unpause electrical. Unpause the two inputs. Unpause that. Unpause that. Unpause that. Unpause that. Right? So that should give us our copper, our rubber, and our belts into our first electrical, which is going to give us our belt around to our maintenance. And then the iron coming in is going to give us our mechanical, is going to give us our mechanical around to our first maintenance. So we should be able to get it started with just that build right there. Now, what we can do, I think, can we... I don't think we can Unity build yet, can we? Can we Unity build this? Quick deliver. There it is. Quick deliver. Speeds up current construction by... Well, we've got... Oh, because we don't have enough of them. Oh, because it's being used by that to go over here to build the... Alright. We'll just let it build it. Because we got to build all of the, whatchamacallits. So let us speed this up. It's going to hurt us here, but there's not a lot we can do about it right now. Alright, so there's the iron. Now, why is that belt not moving? Okay, because that's... There we go. So then that is making that. Alright, that's our first mechanical coming out. Bringing it to there, but that won't do anything because it's not built yet. Alright, we'll deal with you in a minute. Well, we'll deal with you right now. Why can't you get over here? Oh, you dug yourself in a hole, didn't you? Alright. So that's our output. There's our copper. I know, not enough maintenance. This is way, okay, it's got copper. Alright, let's priority build this puppy. I just want to make sure it works. Because once I know it works, we'll turn the whole shebang on. We've not received any copper yet, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Actually, what we want to do, keep full, keep full. We'll worry about those ones later, but we want to keep those full. Priority build this one as well. Alright, so there goes the copper into here. The rubber we don't have yet because we don't have the building built yet. Alright, we're making maintenance. Rubber's going in. Rubber's going in. Is the rubber going in? No, because this one is not unpaused. We got one more belt we got to build. All right, so it's building. It's working. Cool. There it is, guys. So now it's building what it's supposed to build. I'm gonna boost this because now it's building it at a speed that's okay, and then we're going to pause. Unpause, I guess. Did that unpause? Yeah, that unpaused. All right, so now we're going to build everything. I'm going to let it go ahead and build, and we should be out of the woods with regards to maintenance now, guys. All right, I will see you guys in the next episode, and this will be built by then. All right, bye.